Greetings program, Slimlink 6. Today is Sunday, which means vlog time. Yeah. So I got a few things to talk about, and I'm going to talk about them in order from relevance least to greatest. So I guess the first thing I'll talk about is Minecon stuff. Minecon is happening in November, I believe 2nd and 3rd. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. I believe it's a Saturday, Sunday, like a weekend thing. I don't know for certain at the moment. I haven't checked the calendar lately. But if I can convince my parents, get things worked out, I would love to do that. And I will try to ask them, and I'll keep you guys posted on whether or not I'm going to that. If I can go to that, what my friend, what Min and I are gonna do if we can both get that worked out. He's going to try to get his driver's license. I can't yet because the stipulation on that is I need a job, and I'm not allowed to get a job until I've graduated. Well, and this is gonna kind of be my job because YouTube can pay if you have the right partnerships. So I'm gonna try to get that settled, but different topic, different day. Point is, so I can't get a driver's license yet, but he might be able to. And if he can, and if we can both go to Minecon, then then our plan is to just the two of us, unless parents say otherwise. Two of us will just road trip it up, stay for a few days down in, I believe it's in Orlando, and just do Minecon, and it'll be fantastic. I mean, I've heard, I expect it to be like any other sort of con. I've never been to one, but from what I've seen and heard, they seem to be pretty amazing, and I would love to go to one, especially an anime one. I need to get to one of those, but Minecon. So I might be going. If so, and you're going, and you're one of the people who subscribe to me, then if I see you there, or if you see me there, then say hi. Um, but I don't know yet if that's a certainty, so I'll keep you all posted with that. And parents, mom, dad, if you see this before I get to asking you, this is me asking you, so talk to me about that, and if it's possible, I would love to do that, and I would make sure that I'd get ahead on my assignments by several days as best as I could. Alright, so there's that. Next thing is the camp stuff. Just want to remind you all again that for the 8th of July through the 12th, I am going to be out and down in North Carolina doing summer camp, church campy stuff. So I'll be there having the time of my life. It's going to be fantastic if it's anything like last year, which it probably will be. Uh, for those of you who don't know, we chill out at a college campus. We get morning and evening services where we just get funny messages and things like that, and it's amazing. It's a wonderful time of growth, and we do a bunch of fun activities. It's amazing. If you're a part of any program that goes to that sort of thing, you should totally do it because it's fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's worth every penny. But there's that. I'm getting ahead on my recordings, which is my next topic. I have the next several Monday recordings knocked out. I've got a bunch of Minecraft stuff lined up because of the adventure map that Min and I did. We rounded that out. I've got the recordings lined up, so I'll get those. I've learned how to do scheduling, so I will schedule stuff to post on the days that I'm going to be out, and that'll be that. I also have the next few Saturday recordings done, the Halo stuff. So all that's left would be Terraria for Tuesdays, Happy Wheels for Wednesdays, and Slender for Fridays, and then whatever I figure I'm going to do for Thursdays. If y'all have any particular thing that you want me to do on Thursdays, like do a vlog of personal stuff, like things that I've experienced, then I'd be happy to do that. If there's any particular game y'all want me to check out, then I could certainly do that. But at this point, I don't really have a specific thing. If need be, I can use like one of my adventure map type things and do that for Thursdays. But that's if need be. I'd really rather not. I'd really rather keep kind of how my schedule is set. And just a reminder, the schedule is not set in stone per se. Like, you know, I'm not going to necessarily have things posted exactly on time, and part of that is rendering and when I've recorded and getting things ahead of schedule. So I'm not always going to have things on time, as you all have seen, but that's the uploading order. It's the order in which I'll upload. So Mondays I attempt to do Minecraft stuff, and it might be late, it might be on Tuesday, but that would be the first thing that I posted on the on Tuesday before I did anything with Terraria, or so on anywhere in my schedule. So just letting y'all know about that, refreshing your memory, because I feel bad about when I don't get something done. That's part of why I'm trying to get ahead on things. That way it's all just a simple matter of scheduling things. The only thing that I'm not going to get ahead on is the vlog stuff. I like that to be done on Sundays, because then I have a whole 7 days of stuff to go over, and you know that that's me doing it. If there's ever a day where I cannot do that, then I'll try to get a bit, I'll try to get a bit later. At this point, my goal, since I'm obviously not at perfectly having a video posted per day, is the equivalent of that, where I have, from start time of setting up my channel to current time, that the number of days there are between those, that there is a video for every single day. That's my big thing for it. And eventually, once I get myself to a successful enough point with how much I've recorded and got rendered and can post, I would love to be able to post more than one video a day, because there's like Mondays I could do a survival and an adventure map, and based on what all comes in, I could do multiple games and multiple things, and like I could post adventure map stuff or Hunger Games stuff, because I'm gonna start doing that throughout. Point is, I'm starting to get things under control. I have a basis for things, and I apologize for the days where I don't have a video up, within that 24-hour limit of that day, at least on my time zone. Sorry, trying to work it out. Yeah. So the last thing I want to talk about, and this one's running a bit long, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a vlog, and I'm being genuine. So, and this last one I saved for last because I knew it was going to take a while. Couple days ago, this past Friday, as some of you may know, was my birthday. I am officially 17 years old. I'm no longer 16. It's going to be something for me to get used to. It feels like I've been 16 for so long, so adjusting to putting myself as 17 years old and putting myself as a senior for things, that's something I'm going to have to get used to. There's a lot of change, a lot of movement. So, yeah. For my birthday, what we did was we went to water country. We left around 10, got there around 11, and from 11 till 1:30 we did play stuff, and then people showered and got dressed, and we left around 2 so that my mom could get to her appointment. After that, my brother and I, we were cutting up things like bread and apples and things, and peeling some things and washing some things, because for dinner that evening we did fondue. For those of you who don't know what fondue is, it's a 3-course meal, and you're cooking certain things in pots, and then you use that with the other kinds of food. Start out with an appetizer. It's cheese fondue. You put cheese in there in the pot, and it cooks the cheese, melts it, and you take things like the bread and the apples, and veggies, and you skewer it with like a long mini fork type thing. I don't know what it's actually called, but you dip that around in the cheese and swirl the cheese around on it, and then you eat that. It tastes fantastic, and it's pretty filling. And the reason why it's filling is because of the next course. The next course is broth, and you take meats like salmon, steak, chicken, shrimp, and maybe some like veggies and things like that, like potatoes, and you skewer those and you set them in there to cook, and they take a few minutes to cook, which is why you need to be filled up on the appetizer. And then once it's done cooking, you put it on your plate. You want to keep the raw things and the cooked things separate for obvious reasons. Don't want food poisoning. And then you eat the cooked meat. And then finally, there's the dessert, chocolate fondue. Yeah, and you can do marshmallows, strawberries, bananas, just about anything you want. Cheesecake's another good thing to do with the chocolate fondue. And there's your meal. So we did that, and that took us from about, I think it took us from 6 o'clock when we got there. Got there 6 o'clock ish at my grandparents' place to about 10 o'clock. So it can be anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours, I would say. It really all depends upon how much you're talking and chatting. If you're just eating, it could probably take 2 hours. It also depends upon how high of a setting you have the broth to, because if you have it set too low, then your food is going to take longer to cook. So you want it a little bit more at a mid to higher setting so that it cooks better, faster. And then we went back to my place. I took care of some of my responsibilities, and then I did a sleepover at Min's, and we pretty much played a game called, I think it's like Total Dark or something like that, on the Xbox. It's an old N64 game that is very similar, in my belief at least, to James Bond. And I liked the Bond games. I liked the Total Dark game, so it was a lot of fun. And I realized that I am quite over on my time by, 2 minutes at this point. Well, actually, I try to keep it down to 5 or 6 minutes, so by 6 to 7 minutes, I'm over. Sorry if that bugs any of you, but it is what it is. I wanted to talk about my birthday, because I felt that it was important. I don't know if you all think that's important, but I like celebrating the day that I was born and the day people were born. I like it because it's for everyone else whose birthday it isn't, you're celebrating that they are alive. And quite frankly, how I feel about birthdays is that whoever's birthday it is, they should be celebrated and spoiled a little bit. Just a little bit. Give some importance onto them. And that's kind of how I feel about it. So that's everything I had set to talk about, and I don't think I have anything last minute to talk about that's popping in my head. So if you liked, rate, comment, subscribe, become a citizen of Hyrule today, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate that y'all are checking me out. Have a great day.